All right, let's take a little preview of the Las Vegas Raiders, another team that left their city, a great franchise, the Oakland Raiders. In fact, I still think they have one of the top 4 or 5 uniforms in all of football, maybe all of sports. Tell me a little bit about what Derek Carr is doing and what the Browns have to watch out for.
Well, Derek Carr can get hot and they can score some points. They beat the Chiefs this year, so anything can happen. They're coming off of a big loss to the Bucks. So, they've got something to prove. They want to get back on track. But he's not throwing many interceptions this season. Does that say 2 there?
Yeah,
I think he's only got
13 TDs and 2 interceptions.
Yeah. So, this isn't one of those games where you can live and die necessarily off the interception. You're not going to be able to necessarily get that. So maybe they're going to have to try to get their takeaways in other ways. But you never know, because this defense is so opportunistic that that they are finding ways to make things happen that that weren't happening for other offenses. So maybe Miles gets in there, gets another strip sack, keeps his streak alive. That could be a way to go. But I think the place that the Browns can make some hay is, in the passing game against this pass defense. They're just not faring very well at all. There's not going to be much of a rush. I think that Baker Mayfield, that's when he plays his best, when he doesn't have all that pressure in his face, when he can see the field, where he's not rushed and rattled. So they're not getting a lot of sacks. They're not getting takeaways. And this is the kind of game where Baker can just kind of start to try to pick his poison a little bit.
Raiders defense giving up over 30 points a game, as the Browns are, and I think that's 31st in the league in defense as far as the Raiders are concerned. I guess that John Gruden doesn't care much about defense, I guess.
Well, he should, he absolutely should. And this could be a game where they have to get into another shootout. And that happened really between Baker and Derek Carr when they played out in Los Angeles back in the day. So, yeah, or actually it was Oakland at that point.
Right.
They move around so much I can't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is going to be a game where Baker's going to have to utilize his weapons. I think it'll be balanced. I think they'll be able to get the tight ends involved. I think you'll be able to throw the ball to Jarvis and to Richard and some of those guys, maybe Kadero Hodge coming back. So yeah, I think it's going to be an exciting one at the stadium.
When it's time for you to give your prediction, 32-31 seems to be about the number.
Yeah, it could be something like that. It could be.